Hello, my friends. Dr. Steve Nugent here, and I've got some great news for you. MannaBears are back, and they're better than ever. MannaBears were originally developed to have a delicious and fun way to get glyconutrients and phytonutrients to our kids. And this new version of MannaBears is really the fifth generation of bears at Mannatech. It's our fourth generation of MannaBears. But remember, in the beginning, we had a different bear. We called it Phyto Bear. And in 1995, when it was launched, it was, well, in many ways, similar to other bears on the market. It was made of gelatin, animal gelatin, corn syrup, and sugar, but it had ambrotose complex in it. And that was big and that was important. And of course, phytonutrients as well. Phyto, by the way, is a word taken from the ancient Greek, which means plant. So plant nutrients. It was in 1996 that the American Naturopathic Medical Association awarded Mannatech with the Biochemistry Discovery of the Year Award for ambrotose complex. And we wanted to make sure that that ambrotose complex was getting to kids of all ages. So PhytoBears was a great delivery system for that. So great, in fact, that in 1996, the NBC Today show actually named PhytoBears as one of the top products of 1996. Well, it was in 2004 that we changed from PhytoBears to MannaBears. And MannaBears has gone through a lot of different changes. You know what, Mannatech, we're always looking for a way to improve what we have. There's always a way to make a better bear. There's always a way to make a better product. And we're always looking for that way. So we've made changes. We changed from that original formulation to a pectin base instead of an animal gelatin base. And we are pretty unique in the industry. Throughout the industry, it is common to use gelatin as your base. Pectin has various types of health benefits by itself, in and of itself. And we wanted to use pectin as a base to make it unique. Now, that has some difficulties with it, but we've gotten the job done. So that first version of the pectin MannaBears also still had corn syrup and sugar. It had green tea powder in it, and that was for antioxidant value. It was decaffeinated. Then in 2006, we bumped it up a little bit more. Still a pectin bear, still having the glyconutrients and phytonutrients that we wanted the kids to have. But now we replaced the corn syrup with tapioca, and we replaced the sugar coating with raw sugar cane. And we removed the green tea altogether and replaced it with pomegranate powder for the antioxidant value. Then in 2018, we changed the blend again, and we added amla fruit for additional vitamin C. We changed the fruit and veggie blend. And so that allowed us to have a vitamin C claim in the United States in 2018. In 2019, a lot of people were very sad that we sunset the bear. Sunset means it's gone out of inventory, but we weren't giving up. We wanted to come back with new and better bears for our kids. And that's what we've done with this newest generation of MannaBears. So it's still 4 bears per day. That's still the recommendation. It's still 120 gummies per each container. Some people say jar, some people say bottle, whatever you like. Okay, so per each container. It's still our method of delivering glyconutrients in the form of glycos that you find in ambrotose complex and phytonutrients, and I'll go through each of those phytonutrients separately for you in a few moments. So you'll see on the label, the breakdown, the nutritional breakdown. You'll also see that it is in a pectin base. Now, some regulatory bodies in some countries classify pectin as a glyconutrient. Some of them classify it as a phytonutrient. Some of them classify it as both glyco and phytonutrient. Well, we're just going to say pectin. We're not going to make a claim either way on that because pectin has its own health support benefits. 365 milligrams of Ambrotose complex in every serving. And a serving, again, is 4 bears. Now, that's 4 bears, right? Not 4 jars, 4 bears. And I say that because these things taste so good, it's going to be hard for the adults not to eat them all up. I mean, you're going to have to really get control of yourself with this because these new bears are truly delicious. I want to make sure you know what the bears are not. They are not a multiple vitamin mineral formula. That's not the purpose. The purpose, the real main purpose, is to deliver glyconutrients to your kids in a delicious and fun way, and that is mission accomplished. It gets the job done. And of course, phytonutrients that I'm going to talk about individually in just a moment. Well, the other differences in the formulation. The new formulation doesn't have cranberry powder in it. Kind of difficult to get your sweetness adjusted just right so all the kids love it without using an artificial sweetener, of course. And so cranberry powder's out, but we've readjusted the fruit and vegetable blend. I'll detail those in just a moment. The new bottle is clear. The old one was purple. The new one is clear. And our manufacturer for the bears is one of our manufacturers that we use for other products as well in Australia versus our original US source. So let's take a look at the blend in here, the glycophyto blend. In the glycophyto blend, of course, you have the pectin base, naturally, that's what it's all in. And you have Manapol, my favorite glyconutrient anywhere. I'm telling you what, folks, if you have a chance to give somebody Manapol, it's a gift. So I love Manapol, and I'm so glad that we have this in the bears. And of course, the other glyconutrients as well, as I mentioned before. Amla berry, raspberry, broccoli, carrots, kale, tomatoes, spinach, all 7 of those fruits and vegetables in a special blend. And it's sweetened with tapioca and xylitol, as well as evaporated cane syrup. That's from sugar cane. Xylitol, by the way, is xylose that has been extracted using an alcohol extraction method. There's no alcohol in it. Okay, don't worry about that. Xylitol is my personal favorite sweetener. It's the only sweetener I ever use for anything. And, you can look it up and have fun with that yourself. So what are the benefits then as we look at these new bears, besides the fact they taste great and they're lots of fun? And you're not going to be able to stop eating them. So what are the benefits? Well, of course, the benefits start with the glyconutrients as found in Ambrotose complex. And that includes Manapol, of course. So all the things that we would say to you about glyconutrients, well, there you have it. And if you're not up to speed on glyconutrients, if you're brand new to Mannatech, there are several videos that I've made on Ambrotose and glyconutrients and so on. And the person who referred you to this broadcast can certainly show you those videos or direct you to them. So you'll get more details. I won't belabor that right now. Antioxidant support through vitamin C. And of course, that also helps to support various aspects of cellular communication. Cellular communication, folks, is not to be underestimated. If you want your body to function the way it was designed to function, you have to have accurate cellular communication between one cell and another, one system and another. That's the way the body performs as it was designed to perform. That's important. So cellular communication is foundational to every aspect of your health. And that's why we talk about it so much at Mannatech. And of course, again, the amla berry, the raspberry, broccoli, carrot, kale, tomatoes, spinach, all there. And folks, these things taste so darn good. We were all surprised with this last and our most recent version of MannaBears, how great they actually taste. So features, well, vegan and vegetarian friendly, gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, no artificial sweeteners. And of course, it's designed for kids naturally, and that's children ages 4 and up. But you know what? Some kids are older. I know. Inside, I'm still a kid. And so this is for kids starting at age 4. But teenagers are going to love it. Adults, seniors. This is a great way for seniors to have a really tasty snack with a great bit of Ambrotose complex added to it and that special Manapol, those phytonutrients. That's really important.